Hello there boys and girls, I've got some absolutely brilliant news in that Sidlesham is open again. As of Monday, we're so excited to welcome you guys all back to school. I hope you've had a lovely summer. We've been working really hard to make sure that the school is safe and ready and raring for you guys to go. This is a little video for you guys and also for your parents to watch over the weekend, just so you know what it's going to be like when you come back in. Hopefully it'll answer any questions and clear anything up and really get you excited for the first day. Come on, let's go and see. Now we have had to make some changes, it's a little bit different to what it was like before the summer holidays. One of the biggest changes is of course my brand new haircut. I've decided to accept the inevitable and shave it all off. But in terms of other changes that have come around Sidlesham, we've dropped the staggered times. That's because we've had lots of siblings and that made it quite tricky with our staggered times. So instead what we've said is you have a 20-minute window between 8:30 and 8:50 to drop your children off. We're hoping that there is just a gradual drop off. Parents, you can be really helpful here if you make this as swift as you can. We'd also recommend walking, cycling or taking public transport if safe and where possible, and also parking on Keenor Lane and walking up as well to try and help us keep a nice easy flow through the car park and not too many people congregating together. If you have a child that's in Key Stage 2, we recommend you get here as close to 8:30 as you can. If you have a child in early years or Key Stage 1, arrive as close to 8:40 as you can. We'll have to review it as we move through the week, but that's how we're going to start. Well, everyone is going to be walking down our normal entrance. Tigers and meerkats, you are heading off to the left as you normally would, and kangaroos, penguins and huskies, you are going to carry on moving up. Parents, on the way out of school, we have installed some beautiful festival matting, and you're able to, although you come in one way, we are going to ask you to leave out through the field gates. This is going to be here for as long as we're here, so it doesn't matter if it's rainy. We're going to be able to continue this one-way system for as long as we have to use it. As was the same before the summer, meerkats and tigers, you will come into the Key Stage 1 playground and through this door just behind me. Now, sadly, we're still not allowed to invite lots of parents into the school, but we're really hopeful that that will change soon. New tiger parents, you are of course invited in on the 7th and the 9th for the introductory days, so you guys are welcome to come into the school. But all parents, please be really mindful of everybody, give people lots of space, and let's all be really safe together. Because you're not able to come into the school frequently, if you do need to make an appointment to speak to a teacher, or you really need to talk to somebody, I will be on the door, Mr. Blakelove will be on the door, so do come and find us and have those conversations. We want to keep lines of communication open during this time, and we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that you feel supported with your children coming back to school. Parents, when you are in school, if you do need to talk to the office, it's the same as where it was before the summer holidays, so just make sure you go to the window there and give people space if you have to queue up. Children in Key Stage 2 or in kangaroos, penguins and huskies, you guys will come all the way past the sports hall and you will see your teacher or one of the support staff at one of the 3 doors just around the corner. All of you are going to have your separate entrances and exits, and we are going to be following lots of safety precautions, like as soon as you get into school you need to wash your hands, and you will be doing so thoroughly throughout the day. This is all once again just to keep you guys safe and to make sure that we can all be back together again. Those of you in kangaroos, penguins and huskies class, we've also made some adaptations as to where you put your belongings when you come in. Instead of moving down to the cloakroom, instead you can come through your designated door and you now have pegs outside your classrooms. This minimises any unnecessary travel, make sure that we can keep you nice and safe in your bubbles. Talking about the pegs, we would recommend that you limit bags that come in. We've got lots of resources within the classrooms, and so you really don't need to be bringing in too much outside of a coat and a book. So we've got another very exciting announcement to make, and that's where you can reintroduce Marley back into the school. He's been very excited to see you. Now Tigers, you might not have met Marley yet, but he's one of the school staff and he's one of the most wonderful dogs you'll ever meet. So when you come back in, Marley will be roaming the corridors and free to do some reading with the children. What's going to happen with PE kids is in order to make sure that we're not moving necessarily. We're going to eliminate the need for children to get changed into their PE kits. Therefore, what we're going to ask parents to do is on the days that your children have PE, to send your children into school wearing their PE kits. That means they don't have to get changed while they're in school and move around the school when they don't need to. Do feel free to put jackets, tracksuit trousers on in order to keep warm. Your class teacher will be sending out a half-termly letter as normal, explaining the learning, and you can find out what days your children will be doing their PE lessons from that. Not only do you guys get to come back to Sidlesham on Monday, something else very special gets to happen as well. Your break times are going to be staggered. What that means is that you get the playground all to yourself, you and your class. You get all the equipment and all of the fun that goes with that. We're going to stagger the break times for each of the classes so that everybody gets a lovely time outside. As far as lunches are concerned, meerkats and tigers you're going to be eating in the hall on a rotated basis, and kangaroos, penguins and huskies you guys are going to be eating in your classrooms. So that's all from me. If I can leave you with anything, it's to say this is the same old Sidlesham, it just looks very slightly differently. All the staff are still here, we're all as smiley as ever, and we can't wait to welcome you back. So we really look forward to seeing you on Monday. I hope your bags are packed, your uniforms are ironed, and you're ready to come in. Looking forward to see you, can't wait.